Could we see Giannis join the New York Knicks this season? Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, two-time MVP, NBA champion, playing at Madison Square Garden alongside Jalen, Brunson, and Karl-Anthony Towns. This offseason, there has been a lot of speculation surrounding Giannis and his plans on staying with the Bucks after their recent struggles. Many have speculated the Knicks possibly being a destination he may end up in, and the Knicks may actually have the best shot of landing Giannis as we prepare for the new season. But there is a catch. The Knicks will have to give up two of their best players to make it happen. So what would the trade look like? How do the Knicks have the best chances of landing this deal? But first, let's talk about where the Knicks are right now. They're good, really good. Last season, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals before losing to the Pacers. They were this close to the NBA Finals. And their entire core is coming back. Jalen Brunson, their all-star point guard and franchise leader. Karl-Anthony Towns, an elite versatile big man. Mikal Bridges, a two-way wing defender. OG Anunoby, a defensive stopper who can shoot. Josh Hart, their energy guy and rebounding machine. Plus, they made some decent additions this summer. They brought Jordan Clarkson, who can provide instant offense off the bench. Guerschon Yabusele, who's a physical presence in the paint. And they brought back Landry Shamet, who can provide floor spacing and shooting. They also hired their new coach, Mike Brown. So yeah, the Knicks are set up to compete. But here's the question, are they set up to win a championship? Because let's be real, the Celtics and the Cavs still exist. And then they will have to get by the real hurdle, which is whatever Western Conference team makes it out. But what if there was a way for them to leapfrog to the championship? What if there was a way to become the title favorite overnight? If they can manage to land Giannis, I think it's a sure thing. And here's something interesting. The Knicks might have the opportunity to bring Giannis while also keeping their two best players, creating a big three in New York. So you might be thinking, why would the Bucks ever trade Giannis? And that's a fair question. Giannis brought Milwaukee their first championship in 50 years back in 2021. He's the franchise. He is Milwaukee basketball. But then something changed. The Bucks started falling apart in the playoffs. 3 years in a row of first-round exits. And then came the devastating blow last season, with Damian Lillard ending up tearing his Achilles and was waived by the team. And remember, the Bucks traded their entire future for Lillard. Drew Holiday, multiple first-round picks, everything. And now he's gone with nothing to show for it. Giannis is 30 years old now. He's in his prime, but that window won't stay open forever. How much longer will he be patient with first-round exits? If the Bucks begin to struggle again this season, and there's a good chance they will, Giannis can end up requesting a trade. And when a superstar wants out, everything changes. And if that happens, the Knicks could be on the top of his list. New York, the Garden, the biggest stage in basketball. So here's one of the possible trade scenarios that's been making rounds. The Knicks will offer OG and Mikal Bridges along with multiple first-round picks to Milwaukee for Gary Trent Jr. and Giannis. The Knicks will have to give up both Anunoby and Bridges, two of their best two-way players. OG Anunoby is one of the best wing defenders in the NBA. He can guard 1 through 4, and he's become a reliable three-point shooter. Bridges is Mr. Consistent, good defender, never misses games, can create his own shot, a perfect complementary piece. Giving up both of them will be big. Plus, they'd have to throw in multiple draft picks. We're talking about gutting the present and the future. But here's what they'll get in return. Giannis, one of the 5 best players on the planet. 30.4 points on 60% shooting, 11.9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 1.2 blocks per game. He's basically unstoppable when he gets going. He's a 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, a champion and NBA Finals MVP. He's proven that he can be the guy on a title team. So imagine this. Jalen Brunson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Karl-Anthony Towns. You cannot leave any of them alone. Brunson running pick and roll with either Giannis or Towns, good luck defending that. And when Giannis drives, you got Towns and Trent spotting up for threes. That's a spacing nightmare. Now defensively, this is where it gets interesting. You'd be losing Anunoby and Bridges, your 2 best perimeter defenders, but Giannis is a Defensive Player of the Year level defender himself. He can protect the rim, switch onto guards, and anchor an entire defensive system. And that's not even to mention the other guys like Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, and newly added Yabusele and Clarkson, who can also be key contributors on this team. So here's the bottom line. This team would immediately become the favorite to win the Eastern Conference. Giannis is the type of player who can single-handedly swing a playoff series. And if they get past the East, they match up well with anyone in the West. This would be a legitimate championship roster. But let's pump the brakes for a second, because as good as this trade sounds, there are some risks involved. Risk number one, Giannis' health. He's had knee issues in the past. What if he gets hurt? He's 30 now. How many elite years does he have left? 3, 4, 5? And risk number two is the chemistry. You're breaking up a team that just made the conference final. What if the new pieces don't fit? Can Giannis and Cat coexist? They both need the ball. They both operate in similar spaces. And that brings me to the third risk, future flexibility. You're giving up multiple first round picks. If this doesn't work, you're stuck in a tough situation for the foreseeable future. So this would need to be an all-in to win now move. Now let's talk about why the Knicks have the best chances to land this trade with Milwaukee. If Giannis does request a trade, Milwaukee has no choice but to rebuild. And this will be a solid package for a rebuild. With OG, they have a 27-year-old two-way wing who can be a cornerstone. He's young enough to build around. Bridges is 29, he's durable, consistent, and could be flipped for more assets later. And those first-round picks, that's the real treasure. Multiple first-rounders from a conference rival, that could be very valuable for the future. But could the Bucks get a better offer elsewhere? Teams like Miami, Golden State, San Antonio, and the Clippers will also be interested. So could they make a better offer? The Knicks package is strong because you're getting 2 proven players plus first-round picks. That's rare in superstar trades. So yeah, if Giannis demands out, the Knicks absolutely have the assets to make it happen. Okay, so let's be real now. Will this trade actually happen? What are the chances? As of right now, Giannis is committed to Milwaukee for the start of the season, but if the Bucks struggle, and let's be honest, they probably will, the pressure will mount. The real timeline to watch is the trade deadline in February. If Milwaukee is hovering around 500 with another first round exit looming, that's when things could get interesting. It all comes down to Giannis. Does he want to spend his prime years fighting for first round survival, or does he want to compete for championships? And if he decides he wants out, New York would be the most attractive destination, the biggest market, the most attention, the best chance for him to win right now. And we know the Knicks will pull the trigger. They've been chasing a big-name superstar for decades. Giannis would be the ultimate pickup, especially if they can keep Brunson and Cat. So if I had to throw a number out there, I'd say there's probably about a 35% chance this trade will happen this season. Look, the Knicks are already good. They're already contenders. They might not even need to make this trade. But if the opportunity to land Giannis presents itself, you have to at least consider it. Yes, you'd be giving up Anunoby and Bridges, 2 excellent players, and your future first-round picks. Yes, it's a massive risk, but you'd be getting a generational talent in return. A guy who can be the best player in a playoff series. A guy who's already proven he can win a championship. Brunson, Towns, and Giannis, that's a big 3 that could compete with anybody. Sometimes you have to take risks to achieve greatness. And for the Knicks, trading for Giannis might be the risk worth taking. I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Should the Knicks go all in for Giannis? Or should they stick with their current core? Drop your takes in the comments.